200 million years ago, dinosaurs thrived in the New World conditions. Lava covered the earth, and this allowed them to become top dog in the ecosystem. The reason they became top dog in the ecosystem is because they were part of the reptile family. There are three periods which divides that the dinosaurs lived in: the Triassic, the Jurassic, and the Cretaceous. Dinosaurs lived millions of years ago, and we are still learning about their lives today. Before we talk about the three periods, we should talk about the Permian extinction. During this extinction, 95% of all marine life and 75% of all land organisms were wiped out. Scientists aren't 100% sure what caused this, but they believe it to be volcanic eruptions. After that, the Triassic period began. During the dinosaur realm, they lived on Pangea. Pangea was a supercontinent. During the Triassic period, it split into the north and south hemispheres. During the Jurassic, it started taking form of continents, and during the Cretaceous, it pretty much is what the land masses are today. The Triassic period was the start of new life. Two life forms survived the Permian extinction: the Theraspids and the Archosaurs. The main Archosaur was the Rooshisian. This is the main Archosaur, and it was a croc-type animal. It had 4 legs, but it could stand onto and walk onto like a bear. This was not considered the first dinosaur because of the way its pelvis and femur were lined up. The Triassic period also ended with an extinction. And not much is known about that, just that it's a separation between the Triassic and the Jurassic. After that, the start of the Jurassic period. At the beginning of the Jurassic period, plants grew fiercely. It was mostly just moss and plants that grew in swampy areas. But about a quarter of the way through the Jurassic period, gymnosperm plants started to grow. These are plants where their seeds are not protected from the wind, so the wind could carry them and allow them to reproduce much faster. During the Jurassic period, reptiles dominated because they had the correct attributes, such as they laid eggs, so their young would have a correct birth and the egg would give them the nutrients to survive in the dry climates. During the Jurassic period, there was 2 dinosaurs: herbivores and carnivores. Herbivores are animals that eat plants and insects. Carnivores are dinosaurs that eat meat. The main herbivore of the Jurassic period was the Brachiosaurus. This was a dinosaur that was big, and it had a long tail and a very long neck. It had a long neck so it could reach the top of the trees and get the best leaves. Some of the biggest Brachiosauruses were 100 feet long and weighed about 100 tons. They did not have the biggest brains, but they lived in packs, so carnivores really would not mess with them. The main carnivore of this time period was the Allosaurus. It was the main predator of the time. It resembled a T-Rex. It was just a bit smaller. It had a longer jaw and stronger arms than the T-Rex. And it was unclear how fast this dinosaur moved, but scientists believe it moved decently fast. And then at the end of the Jurassic period, there was also another extinction. Like before, scientists don't know much about this one, but it's the separation between the Jurassic and the Cretaceous. During the Cretaceous period, dinosaurs dominated the Earth. New species evolved from dinosaurs that were already on the Earth, such as birds. Scientists believe birds evolved from small animals that could glide down from taller places, so they learned how to fly. Probably the most known dinosaur lived during the Cretaceous period, the T-Rex. The T-Rex was an absolute monster. It had a powerful bite, and it could bite with 12,814 pounds of force. This is just as much force as an elephant sitting down, which is a ton. After the Cretaceous period, there was the KPG extinction. This is the extinction that wiped out all the dinosaurs. This is one of the biggest ever extinctions. Scientists believe that a big asteroid struck the Earth and it caused tsunamis and volcanic eruptions all over the Earth. When the asteroid hit, it sent hot ash up in the airstream, And when that ash came down, it started fires all over the earth, causing many dinosaurs to be wiped out. It burned up all their food supply so that they could not survive. Larger dinosaurs that did not find shelter died right away. Smaller dinosaurs that found shelter lasted longer, but did not last that long. After all that, it was super hazy, and scientists believe it was like a nuclear winter. So there was no sunlight, the temperatures of the earth dropped rapidly, and all living creatures just died out. In conclusion, dinosaurs dominated the earth because they were able to adapt to the new world conditions and could maybe still be around if it wasn't for the KPG extinction.